about. And we'll go live talking about the mandrill lamb because someone decided to bring that up, that we could lamb the mandrill.
It already
Flying
had the
monkey.
arm length for it. Just turn the arms into wings and you're fine.
I'm trying to see how it would look flying, and it would probably be hilarious. It would be more of a meme mech than the Irby Lamb, and probably more efficient with two LRM-15 and an ER medium laser in the end.
Retractable wings in the arms, they just stick out, and the hands become kind of look like the fuel tanks on a F9F Panther.
Hmm?
Could work.
Not a. Or you could have it look like completely crazy as well, with like you put it flat and the wings like come out the back. It looks like that there's a big monkey nose in front and the big legs in the back that are the engines. There's a lot of different options we could have for a what it would look like. Would
then
it
just
be
looks
smart? Probably not.
then,
Oh,
then it
Armor
just
wants to
looks
wait.
like a flying Volkswagen van with the front end.
Would it be a bad thing? That's the
It's
other question.
probably not. It's
Uh,
what I wanted the Irby Lambs to look like.
I mean, the early lamb should. I mean, there it could have looked. No, there's no way that thing could have looked any good. That's part of the problem. But
Yeah.
we've got a few people already watching. Welcome in, everyone. We are talking silliness as usual. Before we get into anything a little bit more serious, honestly, I would go into composite. Just stick more armor on. I mean, if you get it in the internals in a lamb, anyways, you're fucked. So
Very much.
why not, right? The crazy thing is, I think the mandrill lamb will be cheaper than the regular mandrill. Yep. Because the regular mandrill has an XL engine, endo steel ferrofibrous, and this is just a lamb. If they want to revive lamb, and they probably should, and won't, because we know what it is, but what they should do is just give them option for specialized armor and the specialized internals. Don't have to give them the specialized engine. Just give them the armor and the internals. And I mean, I think we'd be able to make like a variety of fun things in lamb form, basically.
Could be worse. We could make a lamb. Was it Howler? Just
I mean,
go
that
a
wouldn't be very difficult.
just a whole bunch of LRM 5s instead of the 15s, or a bunch of 6s.
I mean, you have the mandrill lamb commanding a star of Owler lamb.
There you go.
Or would they count as aerospace fighters so you could fit 2 per point?
Get
You
the
could
Howler,
probably do that once, just like with quad Vs.
get the Howler Lambs. The was it the narrow or whatever the small profile that the Locust has, so you can squeeze 2 in a bay.
Doesn't it already have it?
I
No, it
don't
only has narrow
remember.
low profile. That would be, what's the name of that?
Glancing blows. The computer. Show me a Locust.
Compact mech.
Compact mech. There you go. That's why I put on most of my Lamb designs.
And I'd remove extended torso twist to balance it out.
Yep.
I think the Owler would be easier to. No, okay, it's got Pharaoh. It's already as a standard engine though, so it's actually not okay. Owler Lamb. The problem is, as soon as you switch to Lamb, it automatically goes to Inner Sphere, so you have to redo the entire mech basically.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
we're starting a video, an episode on vehicles by making lambs.
Which are technically vehicles.
I mean, they get support cards now.
Even worse, say Snow Raven developed it and do the ERPPC targeting computer version.
I mean, I'm trying
Seems
to
like
think of
sniper.
what.
Horrendous.
I mean, that's just nasty. Okay, we're not gonna do that because that would
Micro
be
neck
evil.
buster.
The problem is the Owler doesn't have jump jets naturally, does it?
No, I don't think
So
it
you're
does.
burning up a whole lot of room on jump jets.
Problematic.
That is problematic. And I've already put the composite. I can stick a small cockpit in to save on more weight, but we only have 5 tons. We wouldn't be able to put the RPPC with the. But I mean, 711-7 on a Lamb is quite scary already.
I usually just make them 5'8".
Doesn't need to be 6.958. Usually doesn't need to be faster than that.
Yeah.
Because it's just how they are.
I make my bigger ones like 4.6, the 55 tonners, but those are usually like I make them into dedicated bombers and just throw all the bomb bays on them or all the comms equipment and make it an AWACS.
In game mechanics, they're not terrible. Neo Unrealist, I would say they're not the worst possible setting you can have for a mech. It's just that they made them so limited and they didn't evolve them because of all those lawsuits that were going to be dropped on them. That's basically the reason why they haven't gotten anything fancy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, FASA pretty much had to drop them after a couple of lawsuits, so that's why the rules never got tweaked or they didn't get updated, simplified, or you couldn't add client equipment to them because I don't even remember if the client invasion happened by the time they stopped messing with lambs.
It's basically, I mean, the last time you add the actual Lamb rules like official was in Battletech Compendium, which came out in '89 for the Clan Invasion.
Right.
That's the last time. I mean, we add that book. That's the first official full Battletech rule book that I have. We then have I have the second edition of the Compendium upstairs, laminated because my brother got it like clean and laminated and well protected. And I never bought the newer books from CGL because I don't find a reason for it.
Fair enough. I know the Lambs came back with Word of Blake because all theirs were like mixed tech monstrosities, but they didn't update anything else after that.
Kara is saying that it should be Cloud Cobra with the Lambs, and I would agree.
Yes.
Cloud Cobra would probably be the best. The NovaCast nuked the last Lamb factory in Combine Space. I've played with that particular idea in Vengeance with them making the Armored Stinger, which is basically a Stinger Lamb without the transformation equipment because they knew how to build, the chassis, but not the transformation equipment. So they just went, let's just build the thing and stick more guns on it. That works.
Snow Raven seems to appreciate their improved jump jets. I could definitely see Cloud Cobra doing it more, just because they kind of need to after Wars of Reaving.
I mean, actually, this thing would be a menace. The Baboon Lamb would be a menace. Yes, it is armored like a snowblower for 30 tons. Fine, but you've got 3 LRM-5s with 2 tons of reload on a mech that moves 7.11.7. So in air mech form, you can move 32.
Can we go a step further and strap a proto mech to it?
Well, no, because it's not an Omni. It's Lamb. It can't be Omni.
Well, it doesn't need to because
it's a mag clamp.
Mag clamp.
Proto mech's mag clamp.
Oh no!
We've just made an actual monstrosity now.
And then takes Sylph battle armor, give them mag clamps instead of armor racks and some whatever little thing, and voila! Now you're boarding ships and causing all sorts of hell.
Yes, my Lamb shall deploy my Svart Alpha. Go, my gliding horse.
That would
people
slow it
start
down a bit.
and
but
then you start seeing everybody going in their corners starting to cry when you bring that to the table for the first time.
That's
Like,
how, like,
what are you guys crying about? It's all a bunch of 30-ton mechs. And they're cheap, 3 million each. Just a BV of 1,000. They're cheap little mechs. They're not dangerous.
And as they're deploying, you unleash the sound of "It's Raining Men" by the Weather Girls.
also, strapping a protomech to it means that they technically have more armor. Strap a Minotaur Z to the front of it, and it'll take hits for you.
The Minotaur Z has more armor than your baboon.
And then
my Minotaurs.
I forget which one it is. One of those Salt clan fighters. The kit I can never pronounce it. The one that's like Karagritz or something like. Yeah, one of those variants has enough internal space for a
2 points of elementals.
Yes.
Standard arrangement.
Yes. Send those in for backup as well.
Here, it's art by Real Mech is Love. The Kyrgyz.
Nice.
Art by Real Mech is Love, armored Stinger, 30-ton, 696, ballistic reinforced armor with an ER medium laser, an LRM5, and an SRM4. Cheap, functional, decently tough. And there's a version with laser reflective armor as well. See, when you've got the plans for the Stinger lamb, but don't know how to make lambs anymore, you can still make stuff. and you can make a baboon lamb, and this is terrifying and being saved. Because this will be funny.
There's that version of the baboon with its ATMs. So if you swap this out with IATMs.
The problem is I wouldn't be able to fit it because the regular baboon, the regular owler, doesn't have jump jets. So you have 3.5 tons of jump jets to account for, basically. Even by raising the tonnage, it is not going to be easy to manage, unfortunately.
And the armor's already paper thin as it is.
What are you talking about? You can take an inner sphere ER medium laser to a torso, or a clan ER medium laser to the center torso. You're fine, and you've got composite structure. You'll be fine.
Use movement as your armor. Be a man.
See, we're making meme lambs, and they're funny.
But why stop at the lights? If we move over to heavies, I mean, if we start with the Balius, I mean, we can create a genuine Pegasus.
No, you can't make a lamb over 55 ton.
I thought I saw a Warhammer that was a lamb.
Okay, that's
weird things that come from Battletech, the video game.
Yeah, that comes from the mod. Lost. I forget which Rogue Tech mod. That's where that comes from.
Unfortunately, but I mean, you could make a Balius Quad V and make me cry.
Lamb. Yeah, Champion Lamb, 60 tons.
Yes, and it didn't
work
because it was 60 tons. It's literally in the lore of the Champion Lamb is it didn't work because it was too big. And that's how they knew that the maximum weight for a lamb is 55 tons.
A Lamb Nova. Just all the lasers.
Yeah, but you can't lamb an Omni, so there is that too.
Yeah. So it loses its Omni to be a lamb.
Could you imagine
it's a Blackhawk?
A bushwhacker lamb?
You and your bushwhackers always wanting to add
I have my weakness.
All right. Our
topic of the night, the actual topic of the night, is vehicles.
Fine, change the subject right when it's getting fun.
I mean, the problem with the bushwhacker is that it's already 55 tons.
Yeah.
So you can't increase its weight to turn it into a lamb. That's kind of the problem. It's got an XL engine, which is another pretty big problem. So it would turn into something entirely not a bushwhacker if you lammed it, unfortunately.
I see.
Oh. Just do the periphery thing. Give it partial wings and Jado bottles.
There you go.
We need a one-shot jump jet.
Yes.
A lamb hunchback 2C.
When hatred becomes a living thing.
Look, it can't possibly be more suicidal.
He said before we made something more suicidal.
The unit already has a 100% casualty rate. Anything we do will only improve that.
It now has a 120% casualty rate. It kills an extra pilot every 5 times.
Vehicles.
Well, we'll start with the other big news of the day. MechWarrior 5 Clans Wolves of Tukayid has been announced for MechWarrior 5. You'll be playing as a member of Clan Wolf, surprisingly. Actually, it's actually surprising that they're putting you in Natasha Kerensky's unit, because we basically know everybody that's in that unit, so it's a little bit just odd, I'd say.
They wanted to make sure you lived.
For once. I mean...
Oh, no, the Bane! The Bane!
The
Bane,
problem,
my beloved.
The problem is, the Bane in MechWarrior 5, this is going to be like press button, make noise. Because AC2s are good in MechWarrior 5. So 10 Ultra AC2s will chew up the scenery real quick. And you will have the option for the LRM Bane, I would assume, and the Ultra AC10 Bane, I would also assume. Both of which are actually really terrifying as well. So
I find that interesting because I think the Falcons are the primary users of the Bane during this era.
Yeah, well, they always kind of are because of Falcons, but everybody had Banes. Everybody had Banes. It was basically the 100-tonner you were able to buy. Yeah. So
besides, there's already enough VTOLs and dropships around in MechWarrior 5, so shooting with the dedicated anti-aircraft gun.
The Shadowhawk 2C, which is a fun mech, but I don't like actually don't like the look of the PGI Shadowhawk 2C. That's just me. This is a good mech to begin with, so there is that. If you want something with a little bit of everything, the Shadowhawk 2C is your thing. The Incubus, which is a popular mech because of how cool it looks.
It's a good mech.
It does a good job. I'll probably, if I have that, I'll remove the machine guns and buff up the lasers. That's just me. I am sad you'll have the Naga, but not the Naga 2. But that does mean that one day we might see the Naga 2 with its arms instead of missile pods.
Yeah, Aero 4.
Yeah, that's one of the big selling points of this is that you will be able to have Aero 4s, which is fun. Linebacker, which is a linebacker.
It is a mech.
It is one of the mechs of all time. Definitely. And the Ice Ferret, which is just cool because it gets forgotten all the time because everybody takes the Shadow Cat instead of the Ice Ferret. You know, a little quick little dude running around causing trouble.
Just trying his best.
And it's got decent armor.
It's a decent scout. It does the job.
Great. What am I going to stick the AI into to have them just hopefully not die?
I mean, every expansion, they improve on the AI. So, maybe. Aero 4s and an updated mech bay that's going to be easier to use on PC. Since I play on the PlayStation, it won't change anything for me. But, you know, for other people, they'll be happy with that, I am sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a linebacker. It certainly is a mech of all time. I mean, with 2 large pulse lasers instead of the RPPCs, I'll have fun, I am sure. So that's what I do.
It's not like there's anything wrong with it, but it's just not particularly exciting.
No, there is something wrong with it. It's not good. There, I said it. I'd rather a Cauldron Born. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, the Ebon Jag is in fact very good. That's one of the few clan mechs I will call by the proper clan name.
Even the clans call it the Cauldron Born, so that's the weird one. But
Yeah.
you know,
I believe Smoked Jag was the only ones that actually called it a Ebon Jag, and everyone else just called it. That was one of the ones that came out middle to
during
post
the invasion.
invasion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was during the invasion.
yeah, it was during the invasion, and the other clans got the first sight of it from the fights, from the recaps they got from Comstar. So they were like, "Yeah,
So-
that's that mech." An odd one at that, but
Well, yeah, it's like the F-16. Only nerds call it the Fighting Falcon. Everyone else calls it the Viper.
ooh, shots fired right there. Shots fired. Ooh, that is a way of getting fights started.
Northrop should have won the contract.
Oh God. Oh no. Northrop.
Oh no, we're gonna get attacked by the actual military-industrial complex.
Oh, but if the YF-17 did win, where would the Canadians get their CF-188s?
Who knows?
Now the segue. The one thing that was eternally annoying in the MechWarrior 5 games was when you just walk around a corner and surprise there's a Demolisher there. Just surprise tank.
Just
Well,
an active probe.
Like
surprise
like
tanks
when-
are normal. That's what tanks are all about. You should be
Yep.
using your tanks as surprise units.
Yeah.
Especially the AC-20 ones.
The Scorpion was particularly annoying.
The Scorpion, it's in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Like, literally, like, the Scorpions show up and you're like, why are you here? Like, just go. You don't
annoy
need
you.
to be here.
It's there to annoy you, and so you shoot at it instead of the AC-20 that you're standing right next to.
Demolishers are, well, not, I won't say rare, but not super common in MechWarrior 5 Mercs, at least. So there is that. Clan Invasion, clan vehicles, we don't know about them too much, but we already talked about a bunch of them on another stream. That's part of why I wanted to do this one, so we can talk about all sorts of vehicles. And we'll start with the Demolisher, which has a huge reputation because of techs, and it is not warranted. The Demolisher was not king of the battlefield in any way, shape, or form. Because, yes, it can kill mech, and it will kill other vehicles. But with two AC-20s, you are not going to be killing much, especially at the speed you're going at 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm far more afraid of a something with a couple large lasers or something like that than a Demolisher, because this will never get in range. I will crit it before it gets to be a problem.
Yeah. It's a good mission vehicle, not a pickup skirmish game.
You
Like if you're setting up a scenario where like the defender gets to pre-deploy, a Demolisher is great in its intended role of surprise. There's twin AC-20s in this alleyway. Die.
Or you could, like that, he's hovering over right now, the Air 4 variant, so that is your up-armored artillery tank.
Yeah.
Which most artillery tanks are not.
Which is not a bad idea, actually.
Or things like the Partisan. They are terrifying in MechWarrior, in the video game, because they'll just park up on a hill once they spawn in, and they just keep ripping off rounds.
Yeah.
Well, I've been using Partisans so much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, because AC-5s and 2s
They're everywhere.
actually have decent enough range, and the ability to just cock back and hey, you brought a VTOL or you brought TAC air, be gone.
But the one with 4 Ultra AC-5 is a true menace.
Yeah,
really.
But the key is in its intended role, though, because you got to bear in mind, like we're talking about the Secession Wars, where mechs become less and less plentiful, and vehicles are mostly used in a defensive posture. If you have a set objective that you're defending, you park a Demolisher next to it, mechs are going to think twice before approaching it.
Yeah, it's your do not approach or else die thing. You plant it in a choke point or something. And then that way, if they get close, then they have to deal with it, or they can plink away at it. But I also have all these LRM carriers and AC2 carriers over here plinking away at you at long range. So I'm going to force you to close.
It's an anvil, not a hammer.
I mean, the partisan works great in that particular role of just filling up the air with shots that aren't going to reach because they're AC5s.
Yeah.
And once you've got enough of those, problems start happening, basically. I mean, the version with 4 LRM-15 in the turret is also quite problematic. Let's go with that particular term.
An LRM carrier that you can't just get rid of.
Because it has okay armor, and it's a turret, so it can just go like, okay, I'm bailing out of here, and just shoot behind you.
Yeah.
And then they just got ridiculous when they put the C3s in them.
Yeah.
The C3 person company is hilarious to run against Princess. She has no idea what the hell's going on.
Look, C3 is just its own ball game with shenanigans.
I mean, there's one with 4 light Gauss. If you just want to, sit on a ill and be like, I think I see something over there. Shoot.
Yeah.
Plink, plink, plink.
Even with just 4 tons of ammo, it's 4 tons of light Gauss rounds, so you're going to be good for a while.
With the change to rack, the rack 2 version might be a really dangerous thing.
Because if one jams, you can still shoot the other 3.
Yeah.
And it's got the targeting computer.
Yep. It is freakishly expensive. And
yeah, but it's got C3.
It's up armored. That one's up armored too. Nice.
It has an XL engine instead of an ICE, so they actually know what they're doing with that one.
Yeah. It is going to just sit on a high ground and just hammer people with crit hunts.
I mean, the Devastator version of the Demolisher, the Mark III or the whatever. I mean, it goes 4.6. No, it still goes 3.5. It still goes 3.5, but it has a flamer and a small laser on each side and an SRM-6. This is starting to be quite threatening. Because the price itself will jump to like $4 million. But I mean, this is still something you can build reasonably.
It can still do work.
The thing is, that's the thing that you can still reasonably build on a mid-tier planet. A mech, you'll need mechs, you always need fancy stuff to build. Tanks, even if they go with a fusion engine, you would be able to build that on a planet with a couple, maybe 200, 300 million people on it. As long as you're able to either build the fusion engine or import them at a reasonable rate, let's say.
Isn't that the state of the succession war? What can I build in my garage now?
And then during the invasion or post-invasion, Gauss variant, because they outrange me every time.
Yes, the Alicorn at home.
It's actually, this one is a very big threat. I mean, it shows in the BV. It's like almost double.
Look,
the clan version with a pair of LB-20s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's also nasty.
And medium pulse lasers.
Oh, hey, look, the Kuritan one with the MRM-30, 3 MRM-30s.
With the MRMs getting a buff, that'll be funny.
That is Kurita's SRM carrier back home. With the C3.
But so MRMs have the long range, which is what you care about, and you have C3 to get close.
This might be very funny now that MRMs will suck less, let's say. Not be terrible, but another version with a pair of Ultra AC-20s. I mean, those things are nasty, yes, but I mean, they're not going to be a be-all, end-all. I'd rather run more partisan than more demolishers. In a defensive role, I'll buy partisans before I buy demolishers.
That's fair. Or
what about the Demolisher? I'm sorry, the Behemoth.
Or I buy a Hontos because that's funny.
I like the light Gauss rifle version of the Ontos.
There are very decent version of the Ontos, and the newest one with chem lasers, 8 large chem lasers. This is really nasty.
Oh yeah,
this is going to turn just about anything into scrap really quickly. And I mean, you don't have a fantastic range on a chem laser. It's a range of 15. It's a regular large laser. But I mean, it's going to do the trick.
Now. Yeah, the MML one's good. 2 light Gauss and 2 MML7. And
that
2 medium
reasonable.
Lasers. Yeah. You got the ability to crack armor at range, and you can swap to SRMs up close.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, I think it's got enough ammo. I think it's got several tons of ammo in there, so you can mix and match a little bit.
I was trying to open Mech Lab for vehicles, but it's not wanting to. But I mean, those are your assault tanks. Those are not even the kind of thing that you would normally buy as a military.
Another one is the Behemoth, I think.
Yeah, the Behemoth
with twin tens.
That's the other. Yeah, that's the other big assault one. That's, if I recall, I think no, it wasn't. That one didn't. I believe the Falcons captured that factory from the Steiners, so that's why you have a Behemoth 2 later.
No, that's a FedSun design originally.
Might have been the Demolisher then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fat Zukov.
It is a fat Zukov. Yes, it is slow. It has a huge ass engine, but it has all the missiles you could ever ask for, and a pair of autocannon 10 or Gauss rifles, or depending on what they want to put on them at that point in time. Yeah. This is basically, that was the king tank for the longest time. I mean, when the 3026 came out, that was the king tank. The biggest tank that was in the book was that, and we tried playing it, me and my brother, and it's really not that great, because it remains a vehicle. You get motive crit, then it turns into a turret, then you get a -4 to it, and you get destroyed.
And it's trying to do a bunch of different things instead of one thing really, really well.
Hey, that's kind of the problem. I mean, against infantry or other tanks, I'm not even sure it would be that great. Well, against other tanks, you have SRMs, which is what you want to kill tanks. If the LBXs are not available to you, obviously. But,
Mm-hmm.
But they're also spread around the vehicle.
Yeah. The refit variant, you swap out to LBXs.
Yeah. I mean, swapping a regular AC-10 for an LBX is not very difficult, but normally when you do that, you add ammo or armor.
Yeah.
Which neither in this case would be a bad thing, to be honest. A Curitan version with a targeting computer, ER medium lasers, ultra AC-10s, all the fancy stuff, and a ballistic reinforced armor, all the fancy stuff. Oh, this one adds case, which is not bad if you want to keep the people alive in the tank. The Behemoth Mark II, I've never played against or with. 8 Thunderbolt 5.
Yes, I love that thing.
That can be very funny or very terrifying. One of the two.
Oh, 8? I forgot about that. 8 Thunderbolt 5s.
And a Gauss.
And rocket launchers for pocket protection.
Yeah. Thunderbolts are a very unusual machine.
They are wonderful. I love them.
Now that they're going to deal full damage in their minimum range, they're going to be a little bit better as well.
Yeah.
And with 8 of them, at some point, even the AMS are not going to be able to keep up with them.
Yeah.
But, there is a problem with the Behemoth 2 heavy tank.
It's
right
20,
there.
20 million. It's not cheap.
We can buy...
The Steiners built it. Go figure.
We can buy 6 baboon lamb for the same price. I'm not sure I'd really want to put that... no, it's not the Steiners that build it. It's Eldis. So it's still a FedSun company.
Oh. Well, that's just silly.
FedSuns love their tanks. That's a thing that people forget about the Fed Sons because we are used to them having just autocannons and everything. But even if you look historically, let's go with the historicals, like Reunification War and stuff. You had the they're like the Fed Sons are like the only two that we really know what kind of tanks they were running. We had the Merkaba that we know because that's what the Mackie blew up. And we got the Tiger and the Estevez. The Estevez being an heavy rifle, 2 machine guns, and 2 grenade launchers on an 80-ton tank. This is basically a modern heavy tank, more or less. And I'm not sure the armor is actually like bar 10. I think it's bar 8. So it's not very good. But, it'd be perfectly comparable to one of our modern tanks that we have nowadays, more or less.
Maybe a bit better armor.
Well, it's better armor because I've looked at the numbers. I crunched the numbers. But, I mean, if you look at barrier rating that is normally used in Battletech, modern tanks would probably be between barriers 5 to 7, depending on, what we have available. Or, I mean, who's building them. Russian tanks, probably bar 3 or something like that. Made of Chinese tanks, bar 1, because they're probably made out of papier-mâché or something.
I would say they're probably a bar 4. They've had time to learn from the Russian mess.
There you go.
And add more paper.
Add more paper.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it would mean that a large laser can cause a critical on every single hit on a modern tank. The Estevez can basically tank a shot from a large laser and not be disabled.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of it. The Tiger is their 25th century super modern super tank. That was the thing that they were going to be building in massive quantities until they realized that they should be building battle mechs, which they did very quickly afterwards. But this is probably as average a tank as you can get. AC-10, SRM-4, 3 machine guns, 4.6, standard ICER engine.
I'd say also like the Bulldog, like the tried and true Bulldog medium.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
It's a 4.6. It's like 50 tons. It's a large laser, twin 4s, and a machine gun.
Not the Bulldog medium truck. That's different. Why do they keep calling things the same name? But no, the Bulldog's a 60-tonner. It's a heavy tank, technically.
So it's a little heavier.
It's a B team
like quick sell, so you can always count on getting it somewhere.
It's everywhere. It and the Scorpion are like two of the most prolific tanks, even if they're not the best.
And
actually,
but I love the Bulldog. I'll always bring it as like the hunting hound to go with a heavy.
Yeah. Give it actually a ton of Infernos.
It's actually a very reasonable tank because you got a large laser as a main gun, some missiles to hunt other tanks, and a machine gun to kill infantry.
Yep.
It does everything a tank is meant to do.
Yeah. It's 2 tons of SRM in there, so you can swap 1 to Inferno.
Yeah.
You can keep the bite through. You can deal with soft targets. You can punish a laser mech. I do love the cell refit. Sadly it's a Dark Age refit, but you pop the SRMs over to MML5s. You swap the large for snub-nosed PPC, and you give it Artemis.
Yeah. The Artemis might be.
It might be dead weight off 5.
The Artemis might be a little bit too much on an MML5, but what would you put that weight towards anyways? Fuel cells are really, really good.
The only thing I would probably do is if you're ripping off the Artemis, you put the machine gun back in, because the machine gun's taken out, and put some more armor on. Keep it simple.
Stick 2 machine guns on, 1 in front and 1 behind.
Well, I mean, even then, you're still looking at it. You shouldn't take a full ton of machine gun ammo. You're still looking at a half ton of weight.
What are you talking about? You should always take a ton of ammo. A ton of machine gun ammo. That's your protection. You're defended by that.
That is your emergency ejection system.
Exactly.
Not survivable.
chemical one seems like the budget option.
A large chemical laser, fuel cell, more speed, and ardent armor. Ooh,
there we go.
That's the problem. Is the chemical laser? You won't like a few of those modern refits that people do about people. I say people, CGL or CGL really people. No, that's mean.
I didn't know about the plasma refit.
Yeah, I just looked at that. That's Capellan and Mercs. I like that.
The problem with anything with the Bulldog that the main gun as ammo, I don't like. Because the advantage of the Bulldog with the large laser is that you are going to be able to run that thing into the ground before you have to reload or do anything with it. Yeah. The Manticore's Pointman is bringing that up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Manticore is the same kind of thing. A PPC, there you go. I mean, it's better than it's normally better than an AC-10. Normally, I'll go with that. You have a minimum on it, so it's a bit of an issue. But for closer range, you got that SRM-6 and you got that medium laser. That's a bad deal, actually. Because that medium laser weighs 4 tons in the end. Because it's a ton for the medium laser and 3 tons for the heat sinks. So that's dead weight on the Manticore. It could be replaced by a regular machine gun. It would probably be better. And you'd be able to move things around a little bit.
And then the clan version of that, the Ares.
Oh, yes, the Ares. Because there is an early clan version of the Manticore, which is probably what became the Ares.
Yeah. And the Ares does it at, it's a lot lighter too, 40 tons.
ER large, LRM-15, and an LRM-10. Yeah, I'd rather have an SRM launcher on it, to be honest. Because
quite a few tubes of SRM then.
Because tubes of SRM are great against other tanks. That's what you kind of have those little things with. So against other tanks, I mean, you could shoot your big gun, but
I'd say that's fair, but we also got to remember clan LRMs don't have minimum ranges. So they can double pull that job if they need to.
Not really, because you do 5 points of damage, while the SRM, let's say an SRM-4, it's maximum 4 hits. You know, that's the advantage. I mean, replace the LRM-10 with a Streak 4 and a Hamo. I think it wouldn't be too much to ask people of Clan Coyote and Clan Wolf.
That'd be a Inyo, E-N-Y-O.
Yes, Enyo, another classic. Yep. No, that's not a classic in that case.
No, that came out Reaving or pre-Reaving, I believe.
Civil War,
yeah.
3 Streak 6 and a large pulse laser. This thing is a menace.
And it goes 6.9.
Ooh.
And it's 55.
Ooh, that is nasty.
Yes, it's expensive clan stuff. So
yeah, the question is who... Oh, it sells horses. Hell yeah! Hell
that was a question.
Yeah. I was going to ask,
who builds tanks anymore?
Hell's Horses, Jade Falcons, the Wolves stopped using it after Dark Age, and then... Dominion! Rosalog Dominion using it too, and the Raven Lions.
Yeah, no, this passion is because I am a unapologetic Hell's Horses player. I have Eponas. The Epona is a great hover tank.
Oh, yes. I love that Epona.
The Epona, the fact that they use they still use the Maxim. Like the Maxim is just such a good workhorse. Even the clans had to admit it.
Yeah. The clan version of the Maxim. Yeah.
Is me? Oh yeah, no. Look it up, Jamie. Pull that up.
Maxim.
Jamie, pull that up. No, the Maxim. We were going to talk about the Maxim at some point because yes, it is.
It is a workhorse, and I love it. It's everywhere.
It's the most.
Everyone uses that
thing. Of the overcrafts. Let's go with that.
It does its job right. Where it takes what you need, where you need it, and it will do its job.
And it's got enough space to do it.
It'll keep driving. Yeah.
How much carrying space does it have for infantry?
3 tons standard, so it can carry a platoon of SRM boys.
But of course, you've got armor transport versions that exist as well.
Actually, that is something that's nice. Is my little group has been working to play objectives a bit more while we're trying to refine our rule set. But the Karnov with a jump platoon and a Maxim battle armor are a great combo because the Karnovs will go forward to like a steal the bacon objective, drop on it, grab it, and the Maxim will come up and like it's got the speed usually to get there in by round 2. Dump its battle armor. Dump the battle armor, and then pick up the jump team, and then it can just get the objective out. It can complete that mission, and the battle armor can be there as like a blocking unit to buy time for the Maxim to get away.
It does suffer from one major issue that all other crafts suffer from.
Motive.
If someone looks at it funny, it will take a motive hit. That's why you want streak SRMs and things like that when there's other crafts floating around. It's
the clan one
to
has
cause
6 tons infantry.
To those poor other things.
The clan version has 6-ton infantry.
That can carry a full unit of what you call those of a Word of Blake battle armors.
Yep.
How much?
So
fun
we have
is that?
We have a Hell's Horses and a Star Rider guy. Oh man, we're set tonight.
Yeah,
we've got all the weirdos together.
No. So the goofiest thing is the 3 Lerm 5s with I think 1 ton ammo between them.
It's great to put smokes. I've used it.
That's what I do.
Smokes.
I literally just use it to lay smokes ahead of me, so I can just keep running. The SRMs I don't touch. The machine guns I don't touch. It's just the alarms go to smokes, and you put the pedal down.
The C3 double master variant is also hilarious for a company commander. Just running around all over the place. It's like, nope, you're not going to cut my C3.
What was that hover transport that has a 14-ton bay?
That is the, I believe that's the improved version of the Maxim because it strips off most of Maxim 2s or the Maxim I's, one of those.
Full platoon of battle. Yeah, full platoon of battle armor.
Or 2 assaults.
A full company of conventional infantry.
I mean, isn't that a wonderful thing to put all your eggs in one basket?
Yeah, but look at this cost. That's relatively cheap.
Yes, but
and
you're still putting
fast.
No, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but I would I would never put a full platoon of battle armor in a single vehicle. Personally, that's my thing here.
It's a cheaper, more versatile version of the Dasher. You know, run fast, kick ass, eat grass.
There you go.
Well, with 2 MML trees, you're not going to be kicking ass all that much, but you know.
Well, that's why you keep green.
Gonna have an objection to it.
You can put Thunder LRMs in it, is what they're saying.
Put 2 Kanazuchis in that.
I don't know. You can do nasty things with that kind of carrying capacity here. But I mean, in terms of troop transport, I mean, the hovercrafts are what you normally look for most of the time. The Maltier was the standard APC for the longest time, even though it was built by TTI. The Star League bought it in large amounts. I mean, they stimulated the economy of the Taurian Concordat by buying this wonderful vehicle.
And then it got second life with the Triple Alliance too.
It's not a bad it's not a bad transport, and I like that better than the Maxim 2. I like the Maxim 1 better than all of those, but this is cheap. It allows you to bring, troops where you need them to be deployed and then just leave the battlefield. You don't leave them there to fight. That's not what a troop transport is meant to do, Mr. Bradley.
The ANAT is a good little transport. It's a Hell's Horses wheeled APC. ANAT.
ANAT.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Ellsworth, they know what they're doing with vehicles, at least. So.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. It's
take a Hephaestus and 4 tons. I believe you can put a clan heavy jump infantry point in that.
Probably.
So stick elementals on that. Then you have a jump point. Skitter scatter.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it carries a point of battle armor, which is what this thing does, it's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, it is. It is also an 812 engine. It has 2 micropulse lasers, so heaven forbid it runs into conventional infantry. But look at the cost. Look at the cost compared. Do we still have the Maxim up? Because that's 308 battle value.
Oh, it's going to be cheaper than the Maxim. The Maxim's heavily armed, so its battle value.
No, I'm specifically talking the clan Maxim.
Clan Maxim is
like 15. Is like 1100.
1147. Okay, so you can get like
you
four
can
of
get
those
about
things.
4 ANATs for 1 Maxim.
So spread out that battle armor company into 4 vehicles instead.
It's not a bad. It's safer to do that to begin with.
Yeah.
So, and it's limited amphibious. Jeez, it can even go underwater. This thing swim.
Yeah, it can swim. I think it pays the movement point like a mech would because it's got little hydrojets.
But it has a snorkel.
It's 812.
Yeah. Oh no, it can schmoove. It can put the pedal down, and it's a wheeled vehicle, so it doesn't get motive crit as easily.
I think
this
easy,
is like
not just like, super easily.
Also, it also goes to Seafox, which means it goes everywhere.
I mean, that's the thing is a lot of vehicles. I feel. I mean, we've got names for them and stuff like that, but I feel that there's a lot of vehicles that would just be the kind of thing that everybody has because, well, even if one person built it, everybody else would start copying it to begin with. I mean, we were talking about that thing earlier. Yes, everybody has the Scorpion. You know, everybody builds the Scorpion.
Everyone has their version of like a tank that is just an ice engine carrying an AC-10.
I think almost everyone has a Goblin too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. The Goblin. I need to get a hold of some of those.
But the thing is, with these kind of tanks,
look at
I mean, there is a name and a production code for them, but I have a feeling that it's the kind of thing like you go to a backwater Fed Sun's world in some location, they're going to have something like the Scorpion, even if it's not an actual Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have something at around 25 tons with an AC-5 and a machine gun.
The targeting computer just says it's a Scorpion, so you're like, okay, good enough.
I mean, it looks like a Scorpion. It behaves like a Scorpion. The great thing with the Scorpion is the crew. Crew of 2 for a vehicle is great. You only have a driver and a turret controller. And if you lose them, you only lost 2 people. That is very good, by the way. Because training people...
And the C-Bill cost.
That's $300K. It's not that bad. Mm-hmm. But training 2 people for driving a tank is not as hard as, you know, a battle mech or an aircraft or anything along those things. But a crew of 2 means that you lose the Scorpion. You haven't lost, you know, too much. The Ares is a crew of 3. It's starting to be a bit of a problem. Crew of 4, even worse. The Behemoth was 7. Losing 7 crew member or soldiers on a single tank is starting to be a problem because you're not going to be able to recruit enough people and train enough people quickly enough, let's say, for it.
But many hands make light work. I mean, it's easier to, adjust the track tension.
Mm-hmm. There is, for fixing your own tank, it'll probably be better. You are 100% right. I mean, there are tons of versions of the Scorpion,
Strikers, Hunters,
Desert Scorpion. That one has a large laser and a larger engine. That's a fusion. Like that's your really expensive Scorpion.
And they still didn't get the good seals on it.
A hardened armor Scorpion. Dear Lord.
Look at all the trim levels there. So a Scorpion is a very versatile machine.
That's what I would call a planetary defense tank.
Yeah.
Everybody has a version of the Scorpion laying around, and they might have fixed it their own way depending on the parts they have available, basically.
It's a step up from a technical.
There you go.
Even the clans have a Scorpion. There's a Scorpion C.
with an LB5 and 2 machine guns. Jeez, that's a huge improvement. Actually, the LB5 is a decent improvement over the AC5. Does it have a minimum? Don't think it has a minimum. Clan 3, no, it does have a minimum range, but it's as bad as a regular AC5. You get a little bit more range. You got the ability to shoot clusters, which is very good if you're doing tank fights.
The minimum range is the machine guns.
Yeah. A version with Thunderbolts. Thunderbolt 10.
Fed Son's got a Fed Son.
The
rifle one, there's your
rifle, which is a terrible idea.
There's your periphery model. That's only, look at that, 338 BB.
Yeah, it's because it's a heavy rifle.
The Desert Scorpion's pretty nice.
The problem with the heavy rifle is that you look at it and you're like, it doesn't look that bad. Like 8 tons, 3 crits, 6 tons per ammo. The ammo load is crap, but I mean, it's got okay range. But you have to reduce the damage is not 9. The damage is 3. Damage is 6.
It's 6 because if you're up against high.
Anything that has bar 10, it's 6. Anything that has not bar 10, it's 9. So if you're shooting at technicals or you're shooting at industrial mechs, it's good.
Or like light vehicles.
No, the Desert Scorpion, I think, is the fanciest Scorpion out there. I mean, a large laser, you won't have the range of the autocannon, but you're going to have more punch and more reliability. You have 2 machine guns, more armor, and case for the ammo. I mean, this is like the Scorpion that wants to be a Scorpion, the fancy Scorpion. You have one with an MRM-20 because reason.
Yeah.
You have one with 2 medium lasers. That's actually pretty good too. 2 medium lasers on a tank, not a bad thing. It's Tanky. Hello, Tanky.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I was just talking about tanks with Gunji. So now I'm here to talk about future science fiction tanks.
Yeah, the Goblin, also another fun one. I think doesn't it have a 1-ton infantry bay? Which is pretty pointless,
yes.
But it has a 1-ton infantry bay, which is, I mean, it's
where I stick. It's where I stick my medics.
Yeah, I mean that is the modern version of the Bradley, or the space version of the Bradley. But no, it doesn't have a missile launcher and the ability to fly and whatever. But close enough.
I mean, unless your group says that infantry can't be a initiative sync, that 1-ton medic team is going to be an initiative sync, and they can still spot for indirect fire LRMs.
That is an advantage.
Yeah. In the Goblin 3, I believe, you can finally put battle armor in.
There's a few different options, and it's another one of those things that would be a planetary defense tank. I mean, anybody with some knowledge will be able to build the Goblin. The fancy thing is the large laser on it. And it's not that fancy by, Succession War standards. Close enough because some people had a hard time building large lasers at some point. But like on regular planets with regular industry, you should be able to build a large laser. On Trelwan, probably not. But, everywhere else, probably.
Yeah.
A version with a snub-nosed PPC. That's always a fun thing to bring. The snub nose replaces a large laser advantageously, even though it's a little bit heavier. I would say.
Yeah,
Doesn't a snub nose PPC have a short range out to 9 hexes?
Yeah. Snub nose is 1, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. And the damage goes down the further you're, like if you're at medium or long range. So it's a little bit like a VSP as well for that. Yeah. But I mean, 1-9 short range is perfect. I mean, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
but I mean, a Goblin. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Romano.
I was gonna say the snub nose is great because sure you lose that long range, but your short range is you trim weight, you trim crit space, and your short range is extended, so you can get that uppercut real nice.
Just
on any Solaris machine, this is really what you want to get, anyways.
And doesn't a snub-nosed PPC do 15 damage at short range anyway?
No,
10, 8, 5. You can
Within
put
that
a capacitor on it, and it's still
That 15.
that's
what I was
15,
see. That's
13,
that's what I
10.
was thinking. That's what I was thinking about because
So,
Mech
yeah, you-
Factory always, when you find a mech on Mech Factory with capacitor, it always lists the damage as with the capacitor going.
Yeah.
But even then, okay, so my goblin is hidden in ambush. You're 9 hexes away, so you're at long range for your AC 20, and I'm at short range for my snub nose PPC. I don't care. You're getting hit, dude.
I mean,
I dig it.
And I mean, that's the weird thing with the snub nose PPC is that it showed up, it disappeared, and it showed back up. You know.
I think the fluff justification for it showing up, disappearing, and showing up again was that it shows up as being made by the Curetans, I believe. And then the Word of Blake saw it and was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. And then everyone was like, oh, the Word of Blake really liked it. Like, can we really bring ourselves to use such a weapon that the war criminals used?
No,
Turns out we can.
The reason why it showed up is because it was introduced in 2784 during the American Civil War, and the clans left with every single one of them.
They needed something to put on Krinsky's Orion for the Operation Chieftain books.
My imp that I built for Solaris with a pair of snub nose PPCs and 20 SRMs is fun. Okay. It has a role, and its role is to kick ass in the arena. Outside of that, it'll be terrible, but in the arena, it will be good.
Not MechFrog doing an imp video and putting 2 plasma rifles on it because kerfuffle.
I'm not MechFrog. I don't put. I have fun with building mechs and stuff. I don't always put plasma rifles on everything.
I do like the plasma rifle, but when it's a consistent expectation, it becomes a little silly, because it's like what Schmandy in our group makes up, where if you just lean onto the plasma rifle without considering like the logistics of supporting it in the fact it's predominantly a Capellan tech, it just becomes a better AC-10, comparable range.
That's the problem I have with the plasma rifle, personally.
Yeah, that's why it's like, as much as I love it,
I mean,
it
really
shouldn't be prolific outside of the Capellan, because the Capellan hooked up for a purpose.
And I mean, it's kind of outside the scope of our topic of today, but when you lean so much on the plasma rifle, suddenly there's no need for an Intersphere large laser. There's no need for an Intersphere ER large laser. There's no need for a re-engineered large laser, because I would rather do heat and damage to you than possibly penetrate your armor. There's no reason for a bog standard Intersphere PPC, and there's no reason for an AC-10 or the ubiquitous LB-10.
It should be pretty flash kits. It shouldn't be as prolific as every mech out there.
Because who takes heat dissipating armor?
If heat dissipating armor was actually good, the plasma rifle would not be as popular. But heat dissipating armor is terrible, so that's a problem. Here we have our three main planetary defense tank, and we'll add the Goblin to it. The Scorpion that everybody can build, the Vedette that everybody can build because it's a Scorpion that's double the size. It's about what it is. It's all it really is.
Yeah.
But it has tons of versions as well, and some of them are there's the LBX version is one that I ran quite a bit. It's fun until someone shows up with ferrolamellar armor and then becomes useless. The Ultra version is not bad either. It has a little bit more armor on top of it, so it's quite interesting. So, I mean, it's another thing that everybody should have in their inventory, basically. And it shouldn't always have it's just the V7 that has poor workmanship. But I mean, every single one of them should have trailer itch or to have the option to have trailer itch, things like that, because it's
for hauling gun trailers.
Because I mean, those and
really
the last one,
the Poe, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say every vehicle, unless it's like an 18-wheeler's fifth wheel plate, every vehicle should have a tow hitch.
Mm-hmm. Every military vehicle at that point. let's say.
Oh yeah.
Hell, my HIMARS launchers had the ability to haul a trailer if they needed to, resupply trailer or a equipment trailer if we needed to. Humvee's got them. 7 tons got them. I think the Abrams got them. Bradley got them.
There's nothing that says you can't take the J-27 trailer and just stick it on something else.
I mean, the Poe is your standard heavy tank. It has an AC-10, a pair of machine guns, enough armor, and it can go the way, basically.
It's crab-shaped. Yeah. Everyone has a tank that's like this, even if it's not.
It's not going to be called Poe, but everybody has a Poe.
They either have the patent, something like that.
The Poe is proof that the Teeth 64 never dies. It just goes in reverse.
Slowly, in one gear.
And there's an LB10 version. The Light Gauss version is actually, it'd be funny. There's one with Ardent Armor and an Hyper Velocity 10, because whenever you've got 12 of them on a line, they all shoot. You have an opportunity to see one blow up because the Hyper Velocity gun blows up. You know.
Yeah, it's if you had a whole battalion of hypervelocity Poes, and that whole battalion was online, and every single one of them fired their guns, statistically, one Poe is going to explode in that volley.
Which is hilarious to think of.
I pity the Poe.
I'm willing to accept that one of my Poes will die on the first volley by its own gun. But if 2 blow up, oh no, scrap the battalion. Scrap the battalion. We're done here.
But I mean, scrapping a battalion of things that cost $1 million C-bill each is still fairly cheap. You know.
I would add one more to this list. The Everyman's hover tank, the J. Edgar.
Oh yeah, if we start looking at the Everyman hover tanks, the J. Edgar is your everybody hover tank. It has a medium laser, 2 SRM2. It's decently fast. It's gonna scout. It's gonna harass. It's gonna do just about everything, well enough, basically. And if we look at the number of variants, it wouldn't be surprising that everybody's built something that looks or is called the J. Edgar at some point in time if they're building their own military. The only problem I have with the J. Edgar is the Linux 145 Fusion. That makes it more expensive and more difficult to build everywhere.
Because that's not a very common engine.
The one with a fuel cell, that'd be easier to build. The one with an internal combustion engine, that one is rather terrible, so you probably don't want it.
Rather terrible, but definitely very easy to build.
Yes, but I mean one that's in the same kind of category, the Pegasus Scout Hover Tank. This little thing does have an ICE, so it's easier to build. It is slower, though. It is a slower thing, even though it's called a Scout Hover Tank. It kills other tanks dead with 2 SRM6. Yep. And the medium laser allows you to, be fun. There's a version with 12 tons of cargo space. That's also fun. A version that replaces
12 tons of cargo space?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you know how slaps top of Pegasus hover tank? You know how many elemental points you can fit in this bad boy?
2.
So much room for activities.
You can fit 2 points of elementals and still have room for activities.
You know how much Semtex explosive you can stick in that thing? Put in full drive and jump out the door.
Yeah, that's what I would use. Just fill it full of ammo, so you have like an ammo bearer that you really can't intercept.
Oh, if I recall, there's actually in sport vehicles, there's a vehicle that's pre-listed as having that. I forget what it's called, but it's hilarious.
Hey, real quick question. Is there actually a functional difference between a cargo bay versus an infantry bay on a vehicle?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, then we might have a problem with fitting 2 points of elementals in that Pegasus.
The thing is, the 2 points of elementals will be sitting in the Pegasus.
And they have battle claws, so they can just mount it.
I mean, the thing is that for them to get out, they'll have to tear out of the Pegasus, like the aliens. It'll be scary as fuck, and people will really find it funny.
Like a parasitic wasp.
I found it. It's called the Buffalo BFL Hover Truck Drone Bomb.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I heard it. Oh, no.
Thank you, Free Worlds League.
Invalid.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
This vehicle was made with Regulan hands. I just know it.
To stick a nuclear bomb in it? Oh, wait, no.
It's just a drone, a cargo container, 10 tons, booby trap.
And it goes 5.8. I think it has something to make it go faster. That's commercial bar 5 armor, but
I mean, it's not meant to survive.
It has a supercharger on it. That's why it can go 10. It's a 100-ton hover truck that's a bomb, when needs be met.
If you are a fancy SOB, this is your standard combat tank. The
Condor, my beloved.
It has decent armor for another tank. It goes 812, which is fast enough. It has an AC-5, a pair of medium lasers, and a machine gun.
It has precision ammo on that AC-5.
Mm-hmm.
Or armor-piercing ammo on that AC-5, because it's not going to live long enough to empty a regular AC-5 bin.
I have returned. The Condor, another hover tank. I love the field.
Romano, I was just saying, it has, ATM points out it has an AC-5, to which I said, it has an AC-5 shooting precision bullets to intercept other hovers and light mechs that could kick it.
You could stick.
It has armor-piercing bullets. Or it has armor-piercing bullets to really be silly. And since it reduces its ammo bin with armor-piercing AC-5s, you would want to do that anyway, because you're not going to live long enough to fire the full bin of AC-5 ammo.
I mean, that's in the standard combats that we normally do, let's face it. In standard, planetary defense roles, a full bin of AC-5 rounds and that thing will probably work just fine to blow up technicals and stuff like that as well.
Strategically and logistically on a campaign, standard ammo would carry the day.
Mm-hmm.
There is an AC-10 refit of the Condor. I know that.
Yes.
I mean, the Davion has a pair of AC-2s, which can also be very funny if you're hunting down other tanks and other tanks.
The upgrade versions when you have all the money.
When Quicksell shows up and is like, "You guys have money, eh?"
And I prefer the models on the upgrade ones. I got a lance of those.
I mean, LB5, LRM-15, ferrofibrous, an XL engine, like everything that you've got the money for, we're gonna put it on there. I mean, there's one with an ER large laser, which is quite reasonable.
Does it show at the bottom? Yes, it does.
I mean, ER large, AMS, Guardian ECM, additional ton of armor. This is like fantastic.
Yeah, I bet that thing shows up in the middle of. I bet that thing shows up in the middle of the jihad when the Word of Blake has all that C3I running around, and they started cramming ECM onto everything.
It sounds like
it's a 3066 model. Yeah.
Okay, so it's start of jihad.
The Federated Sons the Federated Sons and Capellans were particularly known for running C3 lances at this time.
I believe it was either Free Worlds or the Lyrans started that, and the Mercs got their hands on it fairly quickly.
I mean, as soon as you're into jihad and you see C3s all over the place, you're going to be like, yeah, maybe we should stick ECMs on stuff.
Yep.
A lot of ECM on stuff. Okay.
Scroll down to the pictures on that one. I believe it's third from the left. Because it looks like a hover stug.
There is a fission engine version if you want to die and kill everybody around you.
Oh, God.
A fission engine.
Yes, fission, not fusion.
Yeah, if you want to play the Libyan bomb truck from Red Alert 2.
There you go.
And it's compelling, so go figure.
I don't even want to get into it. Stupid Capulins. Stupid Jade Falcon sticking proto-mech autocannons on it as well. And chem lasers. There's a version with that is an aft track, but with other skirts.
Yes, it's a silly Laird thing.
How does that work? No.
They canceled it. They canceled it. It was like something they tried and then it didn't.
Like a submersible wig. What? No.
Submersible wigs are hilarious.
Oh, submersible wigs? Hell yeah, let's go, dude.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I've played Total Annihilation, and I played on maps with only water, and the other guy was expecting me to bring a whole lot of boats, and all I brought was seaplanes. And when I say seaplanes, it's planes that lands under the water instead of, you know.
Yep. That
Total Annihilation was
that's
awesome,
my favorite model.
I mean, it has historical precedence. The Soviets tried to build a tri-motor float plane that the idea was it would fly over the torpedo nets, submerge, and then torpedo German ships in the harbor. It failed because, well, the Germans didn't really have much of a navy worth torpedoing like that, number one. And then number two, turns out with 30 Soviet technology, it's really hard to seal critical components like engines and crew compartments.
But
it looked cool as hell.
Yeah, it looked cool, but let's say you're a German in the Kriegsmarine and you see this airplane flying at you over your torpedo nets. You think it might sound the alarm before it submerges?
My only counter to that is at this time, the Germans were still using the worst ship-based anti-aircraft gun of the war, which was a bolt-action cannon.
Well,
fair.
Well, but once it submerges, you switch to depth charges, and I don't think something that can fly is very hardened against depth charges.
If you didn't get shot up by the bolt-action anti-aircraft gun or the 20mm flat cannons that are now arcing out to shoot you, in theory, by the time you get submerged, the S-boats are on you.
So, was it a good idea?
Yeah.
It was an idea.
I got to head out soon. I just want to point out the one tank that definitely had a glow up thanks to Clan Tech, the Axle 2C. Normal axles, it's a Rommel with even less armor. Axle 2C, oh my god.
So what does it have? AP Gauss, large pulse laser, 2 LRM-15, ECM, case, armor. That's a menace at 65 ton.
It is a Patton 2C.
Oh,
yeah, and then the XL version goes 5.8.
But it has an ER large instead of a large pulse.
True, but it has a Tarkin computer.
Oh, well, that...
And it goes 5.8. The other one
goes 5.8. That's scary for a tank in general.
An axle, a point consisting of an axle and a joust would be silly.
What is it?
Joust is another one that's being sold around.
Joust medium tank.
Nova Cats.
8 light machine guns because infantry has to die instantly.
So it can
ER
protect
large
the axle.
RM10. I mean that is perfect for, you know.
But there's a variant with an ATM. But there's a variant with ATM 9s.
Ooh, that's
one
interesting.
ATM.
And the Dominion. It's on the Dominion list.
I have a feeling that when the Nova Cats died, everybody, you know, got it.
Older stuff.
Especially the LRM version, which was made for export, so you weren't having to buy ATMs.
Oh, another clan-specific tank that's nasty. The Eurus. E-U-R-U-S.
The Eurus, yeah, well, the Eurus.
We can let's save the Eurus for last because the Eurus. What you're looking at with
correct.
the Eurus and the Onurus, you're looking at the future of clan mechanized warfare with those two vehicles, those two Omni vehicles.
Yeah, basically.
They're just nasty, dude.
Thank you, Hell's Horses.
Ferrolamellar is fantastic on tanks because it saves you from those LBXs. Doesn't save you from SRMs, but it saves you from LBXs. That is very good.
Does it save you from the plasma rifle?
No, unfortunately. But, good enough.
This version of a Hag 40, because why not?
Yeah, but it's still 5.8.
5.8, decent amount of armor that's Ferrolamellar, a decent weapon load.
Gauss and large pulse.
Well, that's the prime. Gauss, large pulse, 3 machine guns, and an AMS. I mean,
machine guns tied to a machine gun array as well.
Okay, well,
so they're actually killing that elemental point now.
Oh, and don't forget, through it all, vehicle. So you also blade of gnome assault battle armor points for extra armor protection.
Yep. And I don't remember, is that the one that also has the armored motive system?
I honestly am not sure. I'd have to go check.
It was that one or the new... I know the new Steiner tanks had that. I don't remember if the Eris had it.
I think one of the variants did.
The horses eschew the armored motives because it's not omni-mountable. It has to be hard-mounted. Mm-hmm. But I think they eschew it in favor of the Ferrolamellar.
Which is, on a vehicle, really worded, to be very honest there. I think it is a great investment of what you're putting in there. And I mean, it is very well equipped. Everything's on the turret for the base, for the primes. So you've got one with Ultra AC-20s. I mean, this is basically your standard battle tank for the future of the clans.
Yes.
Because the other option is the Carnivore, which is also in the...
the horses have a few of those.
Yes, because they're built at W7, so they have access to them. But unfortunately, the Carnivore is not a Omni tank, so it is not superior to the Eurus, however you guys want to call it. 2
Gauss rifles.
But I mean, 2 Gauss rifle, that is pretty nasty, okay? And it has a crew of 2, while the Eurus has a crew of 4. So it is easier to train people on the Carnivore than on this one. That is an odd one. But I mean, what you need to do is take the Carnivore and evolve it to a Omni vehicle capacity, and then you'll have the it'll become very, very funny.
Behold, an Omnivore.
It's an updated Omnivore, Athena.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's an updated Athena.
Not the Ennio. What's the Epona? I mean,
the Epona's never going to go away.
Epona will survive everyone.
This is technically an antique at this point, 2884. But I mean,
keep it down.
Well, no, you can't
Romano,
easily
don't you
keep
run?
it down.
Don't you run Eponas when you do your clan shit? Don't you run a shit ton of Eponas?
I run 2 Eponas, if at most, because it is just a good, reliable Hell's Horse attack dog.
It is armored like a snowblower. That is the one issue I have with it.
Yeah, but it's an Omni, so it can carry a blade of elemental armor.
Yep.
With no penalty.
When I do adders, I run those with Coronas on them, and then drop the Coronas off super fast where I don't want you to be.
I mean, still, it's still at least okay. In the rear, it doesn't have 20 points of armor, and the turret doesn't have 20 points of armor, but it is able to tank an AC-20 on every side. Normal.
The main thing is,
and it's 914.
How are you going to get hit? How are you going to hit me with that 20?
Precision ammo.
I should be using speed. I should
914.
That is fast. That is fast. But I mean, everybody that always says like, "I'm going to be fast. I'm going to be fast." I'm going to be fast doesn't beat a guy rolling 12s and then hitting you with a Gauss rifle.
Right. But 12. I mean, 12. To be fair, 12s break everything.
I mean, when you have 2 Gauss, who needs an Omni? No, because you could replace those 2 Gauss with Ultra 20s. Sometimes you need a pair of Ultra 20s instead.
I mean, me personally, if I have Eponas and I know you've got targeting computers and precision ammo and clan large pulse lasers, I think I'm going to use my 914 movement to stay the hell away from you and go pick on somebody else.
I mean, you're not going to fight with a Prime in that case, because the Prime is a great, harasser vehicle with 4 medium pulse lasers. I mean, you are going to it with that some bitch.
I also like the Echo for just a screening unit, because 6 AP Gauss twin plasma cannon, you can shred through any light infantry or vehicle, and then the plasma cannon just lets you sweep up anything else.
Yep.
You've got a version with an AG 20
and a targeting computer.
Good
that's going to be hilarious.
It only has 12 shots, but
well, that's always the problem with AGs. Okay.
Hey, and don't forget, Hag's got an inherent flak bonus against aircraft.
Yep.
So that's your flak overtank.
I have played the A and put semi-guided because it doesn't have Artemis, so semi-guided LRMs, tag for myself, and tag for the artillery behind it.
Oh, there's the Charlie. The Charlie has streak 6s and a PPC as well.
Yeah, there you go.
The B is the only weird one because it's the only one where you lose.
Darius is bidding a star of vehicle as a hell horse. You know what my response to that is? I am saturating your landing site with artillery. That's my bid.
Crawl away like
now we have the Epona, but you want the crack house horse? Look at the Zibbler.
Zibbler?
Yes.
Well, real quick
that
before
guy
you go
goes
to the Zibbler, what was I gonna say? Crab. What is actually the ruling on firing intersphere semi-guided bullets out of a Clan LRM launcher?
I believe there are Clan semi-guided LRMs, or at least there appears to be in Megamech, so I just switch it to that.
You Megamech goobuses.
Where it works.
I always said, and unfortunately our group didn't pick it up, but I always said, look, if you want to run semi-guided missiles on a Clan mech, you're going to be running them like Intersphere LRM. So you're going to give up your no minimum range on the Clan LRM launchers, but you're going to gain that semi-guided bonus. That's how I always said it ought to be.
That's fair.
But
That
we're
would be
currently
fair, yeah.
But over the past 3 years, we've experienced a phenomenon I call big tanky erasure. So, it is what it is.
Okay, so 4 medium lasers, 3 streak
It's also
4.
not-
That
you're not
is
present on the
that is
Alpha
made
group,
to
sadly.
murder other tanks, basically. That is an tank destroyer.
Targeting computer C3 slave unit.
Yeah,
Oh, dear
that
Lord.
is made
So
to
if I
kill
remember-
other tanks.
If I remember right, the Zibbler was specifically meant to be like an Airsphere copy of the Epona. They were desperate for it.
I mean, I
That's
would
hilarious.
understand.
Can you
if
blame
Starcorp
them?
wants money.
Every masterpiece has this cheap copy.
I mean, the
mean-
Zibbler, that was one of the first Dark Age Clicky Tech vehicles that when I saw it had Battletech record sheets finally, it was one of the first ones I looked up because it sucked on Clicky Tech. It was just there. But then I saw its actual stats, and I was like, "Yo, this thing kind of rocks."
Okay,
I
the
think
one
the
with
Free Worlds
4
League
light
gets it.
AC2s, maybe not. But I mean, once again, if you're hunting other tanks with that thing, I mean, you've
4
got
AC2s
2 tons
with
of
precision.
ammo. Yeah, 1 ton of precision, 1 ton of AP. Have at it.
It's a menace.
But I mean, the one with an heavy PPC and a C3 boosted slave, you've got a not fast, but an 812 is fast. So an 812 Ed Capper running around with a C3.
Heavy Pharaoh. Good armor.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like what you want to buy as a Merrick, basically.
It's
I can't
Intersphere
afford the
General. The
opponent.
Zibbler is the
Well,
Zib
it's built
is
by
IS Jet.
Starcore, so everybody has their own version of it, except like what Liao, whatever. Not even. Oh,
Probably.
except Kurita. Except Kurita, they're the only ones with no Starcore
Lol.
because they got their own corporations and stuff like that. They don't like foreign companies doing things for them. But I mean, it is a incredibly decent other tank, and I mean, yes, Omni vehicles are a very good idea, even more of a good idea than Omni mechs, because you want to be able to swap weapons and equipment on a tank as quickly as you can, both for repair and for utility. It's
And you
gonna
want to
be
have
worth.
your mechanized infantry.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta head out. You have a good one.
Have a
Now.
good rest of
Easy,
your day.
boss.
Why can't we build a hunter right now?
The Hunter?
Just, yeah. Get that box of switchblade drones, get the striker, and we'll make one like right now. Hunter light support tank.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's not the one.
Is that the one?
I think actually there's a few of the vehicles in TRO 3026 that were actually U.S. military prototypes. Actually, and they basically used those prototypes as their drawing space for what they were want to be. I know the Scorpion is that. The original Scorpion art was from a blueprint that they had pulled up from just post World War II light tank.
Yeah, I think it was the ELC AMX, the dinky little French, because remounted turret, dinky little gun.
I'm sorry, which World War II tank is it?
No, it's a post World War II light tank, basically, that never got into production. But they were it had a blueprint and it added drawings of it, and they used it in TRO 3026. Can't remember.
Post World War II light tanks I'm thinking of off the top of my head: the M24 Chaffee, the AMX 13, the French
AMX,
built,
yeah.
The British built had some weird Vickers designs. The Germans had a couple of light tank designs, and the Russians had a bunch of weird light tank designs.
Oh yeah, the striker light tank, ear. I mean, that's an actual striker.
Well,
if we get a striker, we get the switchblades, we'll make it right now.
I mean,
this is the thing I would want as my planetary defense, just around.
I mean, it's not a bad vehicle. SRM6, LRM10, decently fast, takes 3 people to drive. It's got a whole bunch of different variants, so everybody's building them as well.
There's your C3.
Don't call it a light tank. Call it a light missile support tank. It's going to sit there, and it can either sit there in the back line and supplement your LRM carriers, or it can sit in the front line and supplement your SRM carriers.
And it's reasonably maneuverable.
It's faster than your standard tanks. All the standard tanks are 4.6.
Great, so you can use that speed to not be in the line of fire. Because we're going to hear the word light tank, and people are going to think, okay, it goes side by side with the Scorpions.
I mean, it's not a tank. Let's be honest. It has wheels. If you have wheels, you're not a tank.
It's a wheeled tank. It's
an armored vehicle or an armored car.
We're wanting to get into what is a tank, because the Japanese, the way that they use the Type 10 maneuver warfare vehicle is basically a tank. The way the Spanish and Italians use the Centauros is basically a tank.
Is that like the same way how Japan has their helicopter destroyers? That's a carrier. No. Yes.
I believe it's the Philippines have the tank boat, which is designed to operate around their tiny little islands and provide direct fire support to the infantry while carrying armor.
Indonesia? Okay.
Yeah, Indonesia has the tank. Dude, I get my Southeast Asian island countries messed up all the time, dude.
No worries. I'm just a pedantic asshole. So, but
you're in good company.
We're autists talking about the most autistic war game of all time. Of course, we're going to be pedantic and hair splitting.
No, it is not Squad Command North Africa
or Striker 2.
You look at that game. You know that game that we looked at a while back, where you have to calculate. You have an extra cost of water for all your Italian units because you have to boil your pasta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Falcon told me about that one, and there's some podcast that is like tracking their progress with it. They've been playing it for like 600 hours or something, and they're still nowhere close to El Alamein.
There you go. There is more autistic than Battletech. Okay.
I don't want to play that deep of a game, dude.
I don't think most people do.
So we're still a horde of autists. If we got all of us in a group, we go trains.
Hey, those count as vehicles. Jamie,
those count as vehicles.
Pull up the Musewind train that the Davions built. It has like 20 Streak LRM-15s.
Muse Iron Horse, I assume.
Yes. Davion War Train.
6
ERPPCs.
Plasma cannon, a Tumper, LRMs. Each trailer has 4 ERPPC, 4 plasma cannon, a large pulse laser.
Can we scroll back up a second? I want to see the art of this.
It's a war train.
So they recycled art from one of the trains in the sorry about that, y'all. Thank you. They recycled the art of one of the trains in TRO Vehicle Annex, so they never up-armored and up-armed it. But it's like a 600-ton tractor pulling 300-ton cars or something like that. And it still moves really freaking fast. You bring this to the battle as part of, we're playing MechWarrior Destiny or a Time of War. This is the boss vehicle. All right, this is that armored core that's like a VTOL with like rings of missile death type. That's a boss vehicle.
Can we fight that in the new expansion from MechWarrior 5 rather than one of those giant tank things? That would be hilarious.
Yes. It's like the convergence of 3 different autisms.
How fast does it move? What's its movement?
Top speed 147.
Good God, it's a 914 freaking murder beast. Choo choo.
And I mean, if you get rammed by this, you're dead. There's no questions.
It's gonna zip right by your lance of player characters, and DM goes, "How'd you guys make it?" And you go, "Bro, you did one pass with your war train, and we're all fucking dead now." You hit us with 14 ERPPCs. Of course we're fucking dead now.
The tractor can carry 40 tons of cargo, and each trailer can carry 169 tons of cargo. Nice. 69.
That's the key to killing it. The command element on the tractor is a 40-ton cicada. You have to kill the cicada.
You know it's bad when the boss music starts playing. It's a theme music to Thomas the Train Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine was tired of everyone talking shit, so he went to the gym and he got buff.
You hear that da, 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 and you immediately shit your pants.
Next step, we need to find an STL for this thing. Someone has made an STL of this thing. I just know it.
It won't be an STL. It'll be actual, buy this train and then put these things on it. I give you the turrets and the stuff you put on it. Pointman brings a bit of an issue with it.
Why not blow the track?
Why not shoot the track? Fair point.
Well, and you see, that's why it's a boss unit, because each hex of track would have to have a hardened construction factor to it. So
it's the dank engine.
Come on, motherfucker, come on. the Biggie Smalls Thomas the Tank Engine edit. You all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
But even better, someone makes an STL of it, and then they put it in scale. And they make it compatible with the in-scale model railroads.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you not do that? Jeez. Like, that's the only reason why you would do that.
Okay, and the only reason I'm not going to try and kit bash it is because I know how expensive model railroading is. I know Kato out of Japan makes an N-scale and or a Z-scale Japanese bullet train, which would, in theory, could look like that, and we could, glue guns and missiles to it. Here's the thing. I'm not paying $400 for a fucking meme.
You're not Stefan the Maris.
I'll find one and send it to him.
There we go.
I don't know. My family does in scale, so I can. So I think he's got the spare ones lying around. You just need to print the chassis.
Carry is for 15 months. Thomas the Tank Engine decided to hit Ronnie Coleman's 600-gram protein, 6K calorie diet. Yep.
Woo! Lightweight, baby, lightweight! Woo! Lightweight!
Oh yeah.
No, Ronnie Coleman was the lightweight baby guy.
Okay. I don't know that particular person.
He was a bodybuilder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think he made it to a couple of seasons of Mr. Olympia, and he was this short. I don't know if he was short or not, but he was this skinny little black dude. But he was built like an inverted Dorito, bald head, and his big thing was like you'd see him with a bar that would have like 10 plates on it, and to the point where it's like flexing. And he's doing the little chest curl things, and he would just slam it down and scream, "Woo, lightweight, baby, lightweight!"
I know who you're talking about because I see the person.
The meme, him and that Greek guy who has no neck and screams every time he slams his plates down. They're two of the biggest meme machine bodybuilders right now.
The one problem I have with the Hunter is once again a fusion engine in a standard vehicle. This makes this difficult to build on most planets, unfortunately, or more but a Magna 175 is not super rare because you can swap it for a bunch of other stuff. I mean, there's versions of the Raven that run it. Star Python runs it. Okay, that's rare. Oh, the Inquisitor runs that. Well, a similar engine.
I apologize, y'all.
So the Hunter, technically, I mean, it's not. I mean, if you're wanting a real name brand 175 Magna, probably be difficult to run. But if you're buying, any 175, probably not as hard to build. Flamer LRM-20, I mean, that thing is great for planetary defense, to be quite honest.
So this is a Striker. The Striker that has a flamer. So
it supports a lot of stuff. There's a version with 2 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, and an LRM-10. This is actually quite significant. That would be a very good support vehicle. Does a little bit of everything, there's a Clantech version with a cell engine, with a Clantech LRM-20 with Artemis 4. Oh, that's going to be nice. Oh, and it has more armor and goes 711 instead of 5.8. That is not pleasant.
Whoa. Flat.
When it comes to what kind of tanks to bring in the clan invasion era, I'm seeing all these nice ones come up and okay, yeah, these are some very nice royal variants, but they're clan exclusive because the Starlink or the SLDF took all of them when they left. So there's stuff like the Royal von Luckner. I think it's the Royal Rhino.
Oh, dude, exclusive. I love running the Royal Rhino in a Novacat list. A point of Royal Rhinos supporting Omnimex is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
At least you're bringing it in a list that would be allowed to use it.
Always.
That's the problem a lot of people have when you are right about that armor, that people they look at, the list of vehicle and they're like, okay, I could probably take that. The answer is no, you probably can't, because it's not a thing that is always available.
Another one is a lot of the Royal VTOLs are clan exclusive, like the Nightshade ECM Royal.
I haven't even gotten to the VTOLs. Probably won't get to the VTOLs tonight. We have a few weeks of stuff we can talk about.
Because there's not a whole lot of VTOL options for the clans in any era.
No, there's not a whole lot of VTOL options, period. Let's be very honest.
There's a lot of Inner Sphere ones, but I don't
even
think there's
honestly, there aren't as many as you would expect. And I mean, I think it's nice that MechWarrior 5 created the H7B Warrior with the medium laser and a pair of SRM2s, because that should be your standard helicopter that everybody runs like in large amounts, because that's what is actually kind of works as an helicopter in a way.
And what was the other one? The super heavy VTOL that couldn't actually exist?
Oh, the one in the video game? The Sokol.
Yeah. Sokol?
Yeah. That is a thing that doesn't exist, that they created as a boss battle, basically. There's the Ivan as well. The Igor.
Or the Igor, yeah. It's the Igor, which couldn't actually exist because it would be massively overweight.
I mean, if you made it as a super heavy helicopter,
it would still only be like 40 tons.
And yeah, it wouldn't be able to mount 4 AC2s or 2 AC10s.
Maybe 2 UAC2s.
Yeah, but no, you fight those. You fight those like in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries in 3015. So yeah, yeah, those don't. Yeah, I mean, there's no way. I don't think that would fit here. There's
what is the ORIS, the ORIUS, like the clan attack. Yeah.
Onuris? Oh, the Onuris. Yeah. The Onuris was one of the first memes I ever made back in the day. It was Anakin Skywalker when he's crying about not just men, but the women and the children. That one was, I love the Onuris, and not just the Prime, the A and the B and the C and the D. And it just went down the list of all of them, because there's not a single variant of the Onuris that, like, there's a few that it's like Hell's Horses. There's a few of them that it's like
V-Fox design, actually.
Oh, everyone then.
It's supposed to be an Omni version of the Anher, but none of them have transport capacity.
There you go. I mean, if you were able to build a real Sokol in Battletech, these things, I mean, you wouldn't be building mechs anymore. You'd be building Sokols. 4 AC5, 2 ERPPC, 2 LRM5, 4 medium lasers on an helicopter.
A super heavy could, in theory, carry the listed weaponry with massive compromises. It would have nothing near the durability it does in the video game.
Oh no, in the video game, you have to blow up the side engines. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with MechWarrior 5 having those boss battles because it makes the game fun. It's a fun thing.
It's also not beating the MechWarrior games allegation I have, which is that these are canon because these are the video games that you would play as a kid in the Inner Sphere.
Exactly. That's how I look at those games as well. I mean, those are the games you play. They're not the real thing.
Battle Lightning.
Exactly. They're built on the Battle Lightning engine. It's when you have Battle Lightning, which is the online game, MechWarrior 5, MechWarrior Online. That's your Battle Lightning. And then you have like the games they built from that engine, which is your MechWarrior 5 and your MechWarrior 5 clans. There you go. That is the wonder of Battle Lightning. But in Battle Lightning, you would have vehicles, though, which we don't really have in MechWarrior Online, unfortunately.
My thing with the Onuris is that there's a couple of variants where I'm like, this looks a little expensive for what I'm getting out of a VTOL. Yeah, I would swap this out for that instead, because who the fuck wants autocannon 2s? But then the other thing with the Onuris is that it's really expensive. Like, even with a 4-5 crew, it's really expensive.
Doesn't it come? Yeah, it comes with a VTOL jet booster. That is very expensive. It's like a supercharger. It's super expensive.
It's like supercharger or mask for a VTOL, yeah. So it's like, do I really want to spend my precious battle value on this thing? Or I could just get a pair of Yellow Jackets with Gauss rifles and then beef up my mechs.
Yellow Jackets are really nasty. But I mean, the original tanks were, I mean, we already looked at some of them, but the Patton/Rommel.
Hey, Pointman Frosty said it best. Pointman Frosty said it best just now. Yellow Jacket is what I run if I can. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I am also partial to the Warrior 7 Charlie, the one that has the Lerm 10 on it, because that can actually be, that's like just steady, decent fire support.
The thing is, the reason why I like the H7B even though it's not canon. I mean, it is the best backstabber you can ever get. It's a super fast helicopter that'll get behind someone, shoot a medium laser and a pair of tandem rounds, and leave. That's all it needs to do. It does that every turn for like 6 turns because it's still a freaking VTOL, so it goes fast. It's hard to shoot down unless someone decides to bring, AGs, or a pair of AG 40s on a Bane, something like that. Batten was, I think, one of the first tanks in that they actually statted. It was in 3025 and not in 3026 as a book. So, I mean, it was very early in the history. And, I mean, it says a basic tank, but I'm not sure I'd prefer machine guns to flamers and small lasers on it, to be quite honest. And the Rommel it's an ambusher tank. With an AC-20 like that, it's really an ambush tank. You shouldn't be using it as anything else. Unless it's the Gauss version, then it gets very fun, Yeah. But since there's not a million variants of those, I have a feeling that those would not be your standard battle tanks or your standard planetary defense tanks because there's not millions of versions, and it is from branded names, Defiance and GM. So
the moment Gauss rifle enters the scene, it's over. It's a wrap.
It changes. The Gauss rifle is the weapon that changed the game the most.
Yeah.
All in all, I mean, it gave you a head capper with a very good range, no eat. I mean, it has almost no drawback. It's big, yes.
Look, if it gets crit, you are already dead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is probably the best weapon in Battletech after the large pulse laser, the clan large pulse laser.
Explosive probably keeps its battle value down.
And I mean, it's not with the changes they're doing to the crit slot damage that it's going to make a big difference.
Ooh. Oh, the patent does have some nasty loadouts too.
Because I mean, you're going to take 14 points of damage if it gets critted now rather than 15. That's not going to be a big change. I mean, good thing that they changed the rules from the original 2750 book that I do have. At 10 shots per ton of ammo, the Gauss rifle would be even deadlier. So, and if you compare it, the light Gauss is nowhere near as good, and the heavy Gauss is nowhere near as good either. I don't think the heavy Gauss is that good. It sounds good on paper, but the heavy Gauss is nowhere near as terrifying as a weapon because it's so big that you're not able to mount it on most things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the light Gauss rifle work one day. I swear, it's not a phase, Mom.
Says
gonna make it
lyric
work.
loyalist. Meanwhile, me with the heavy Gauss in my Sturmfeuer.
I mean, you put it
Oh,
on
that's a
Hawkmaw.
tank to talk about, the Sturmfeuer.
I'm gonna make it work one day.
Sturmfeuer.
Stormfeuer. This
it is.
thing. This thing.
Yep.
Hit him with twin
Lyran.
20s.
Oh, yeah, the original version with the 2 LRM 20s and the 2 machine guns is absolutely terrible. This is not a good tank.
I love it.
I'd
It is
rather
a fun
have,
tank.
quite a few different other LRM
You'd
carriers.
probably just take an LRM carrier than the Sturmfeuer. The only
The
thing that it
heavy
has
Gauss
going for
version,
it
well, it has an heavy Gauss. Yeah. That is a good reason to take it. Yes, that is okay.
The cruise missile
do
version is also
The
fun.
cruise missile version because someone was on coke one day.
I do believe there's a variant of the Ontos that isn't bad because it basically says, okay, keep like half of the medium lasers and then swap the rest out for LRMs and turn it into what that Stormfeuer variant wishes it could be.
Yeah.
Basically.
Then there's the clan version with the the cell with the clan.
Yeah, cell. It has what? 2 clan LRM 20s with 2 machine guns, probably a bit more armor, case.
Artemis.
That okay, at that point it's good. But I mean, you're going with one particular thing. You're doing the same thing as usual. You're putting clan tech in. Of course, it's better. You're breaking up.
He has
Also
turned into a robot.
Beep.
He's gone.
We've lost him. We've lost him to the zone.
Okay. The cruise missile version is hilarious because there's nothing else that carries cruise missiles. Okay,
Yes.
but cruise missiles are
What about
not very
now?
good in BattleTech.
There we go. We got you.
Now
back.
you're good.
It lets you put a cruise missile on the board.
There you
You
go.
should
You gotta,
do this, but you can't.
you've gotta bring that, and then you've got to bring a dedicated ammo carrier for it. And by the way, your cruise missile, I believe, has a minimum range measured in map sheets.
A cruise missile.
Because it's a cruise missile!
And they're not
Is it-
smart cruise missiles. They're basically V2 rockets.
I can't take a Minuteman cruise missile and say, oh, you're 1,500 meters away from me. Let me just shoot you with my Minuteman.
Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it does. It's because you're not trying hard enough.
You also, if you want to use it for more than the single turn that it carries a single cruise missile to fire, you have to bring a loader vehicle. It is effectively, pull up the Morser Carroll Gearot mortar that the Germans had in World War II. It's basically that, but instead of a...
I'm thinking
But
I
instead
used
of
it
a-
in like Board Game Red Dragon, where there's a version of, I think it was like a Pluto tactical missile that was
Oh,
just
dear
mounted on
God.
like a Hawk carrier.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
I mean, range 50 maps. I mean, that's good enough for me. But I mean, at that point, take a Barracuda and it'll do
Break
the
a
trick.
dropship.
Romano, not me rocking up finally to like a Jihad or Early Republic game, bringing this, telling
Yeah.
my opponent, okay, I'm gonna shoot my cruise missile now. Well, it's got you've got like a 2 map sheet minimum range. Oh, this cruise missile is actually someone else's problem. Hey Geeko, in 5 turns I'm putting a cruise missile 160 on your table. It's your problem.
Calling
What?
up
That-
another hobby
that
store
would
and
be-
telling them that I'm firing a
Yeah.
cruise missile at them.
That would be a fun night. That would be a fun night of
We
just like
did that in
somebody's got
Warhammer
artillery.
40K game.
Yeah, it was the Death Strike missile that had an unlimited range, so you could call up another hobby store and tell them that you're firing a Death Strike missile on their game.
drop
No,
a
but
template.
what was
template's
going
coming in.
on is that they were doing an epic game downstairs, and they
Oh,
had
no.
a couple Titans. When I say a couple,
Oh, no.
basically they had a Titan Legion down, and the other side had Bane Blades, and I mean that game took 3 weeks to play downstairs. But at some
Yeah.
point, we were playing a very basic Chaos versus Black Templar upstairs, and owner of the
Yeah.
store comes up and says, one of our shots scattered. Okay, what's up? Takes the big, the big template and puts it on our table. Oh, it's scattered. Oh, we lost.
This
we both
is-
lost things that turn.
This is the BattleTech and Warhammer equivalent of that meme where it was like a Dungeons and Dragons one-shot pickup game night, and a DM decides to kill his party by putting a Tarask on the board, and one of the players is a wizard, and he goes, "I cast Wish," and the DM's intrigued, and he goes, "Okay, what's your wish?" And he says, "I wish this Tarask was someone else's problem." So the DM goes, "Okay, let's roll." "Oh, well, wish granted." And he picks up the Tarask model, and he finds the most peaceful game that he can find, where they're just sitting around doing
They're
what modern
having
D&D
fun.
is. And they're at the fantasy microbrewery having
We're
Californian / Joss Whedon-esque banter and dialogue, and he walks up, drops the Tarask, and says, "It's your problem," and walks away. That is, so we have just figured out the BattleTech equivalent of that silly, and I'd be willing to, like I said, Romano.
I'd do it.
If I ever show up, I'm doing the cruise missile. putting it on someone else's table.
Oh no, that'd be
5
fun.
turns.
Like we set up a base raid and we're trying to smash. Like I have to build a fast list. You have to build a handicap force because we're trying to run down your cruise missiles before you can set them up and fire them.
Dude, I'm so down, dude. And
then
I just
set up enough map
fire
sheets
it.
so we can make a Dota sort of map
Well,
sheet
the
list.
thing is that our local area, like, we'll have 2 6x4 map sheets together with multiple games going on it and multiple tables going at the same time. So like I can be in the back corner and just fire the cruise missile. I'm gonna roll a scatter die, just pick a random table, and then be like, okay, cool. In 5 turns, it's gonna hit here.
Oops.
Circle
And
area
because
probability.
a cruise missile 160, the way the damage would be divided out, the central hex would get like 160, and then it would be like 4 hexes out would be the template, and everyone's just getting smacked.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so
the
down.
cruise
Let's
missile
do it.
120 wasn't likely to be used often, as warship-mounted capital missile launchers are cheaper and more maneuverable.
What's its damage?
120 is the biggest one.
So it does like what 120, and then it's halved down in each grid square.
Yep.
Yeah, so it would go 120, 60, 30, 15, 5.
Oh my god. We have to see where it scatters, of course.
I wish this cruise missile was someone else's problem.
With a map range of 150 map sheet, I think you're okay with a cruise missile.
Bring a dropship.
Like, there's not much else that can mount it, so.
Bring in a KD.
In theory, that in one of the XTRO prototypes, there would be we took long bombs in the Aero 4 and put a battery of cruise missiles. It makes sense, but no problem. I don't think there's cruise missiles.
I mean, there might be one soon, because I feel like I might need to do that against someone. I am playing artillery.
Company.
I am playing artillery. I'm playing an artillery cluster against an artillery team on one planet. So fun things with cruise missile might start happening soon.
If you can get them to work a big enough map.
I mean, my interstellar freight company would definitely be interested in such a thing.
I mean, it'll be more a case of you're attacking the cruise missile dropship as a mission.
As it's firing, and however many missiles it fires is going to be a problem in a different game.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to hop off here. Y'all have a good night.
I mean, it's going to be the same here.
Take care, boys.
We're pretty much, we've done our 2 hours of stream. We're going to talk more vehicles later on. We're going to try to talk VTOL next week then. Yeah, we're going to talk VTOL next week, maybe. Just focus on that. We focused more on tanks today and had fun with cruise missiles and lambs. And we'll try to focus on VTOLs next week, unless CGL says something silly, which is always a possibility. Remember that.
We are due for it. We are due for a new playtest packet any week now.
That'll be the next one's missions, and I think it started December. They're bringing it out.
Missions is going to be interesting for sure, because as it stands, I believe all Total Warfare has is a attack, defend, pursuit mission.
Yeah, we'll really see what we have when it comes out, and it depends on how they write it up. We'll see.
And
I mean, they might say something silly as well outside of the package.
While we wait for that, I can send you the local group's mission packet. It's actually really interesting how we do things.
I'll take it. I'll take it, even though I'm doing story missions. I'll take it because we might switch things around at some point.
So just to make it really just. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Be nice to your moms. Be good. Don't drink and drive. If you must drink and operate something, drink and fly, because they can't pull you over at high altitude.
Drink and be on a boat. That's okay. Normally,
international waters, baby.
And don't
just don't carry too much illegal stuff.
Yeah, or Yeah, just don't go quickly, quietly, or dishonorably into that good night.
Hell yeah.
Or have a boat for fishing that has 4 massive offboard motors. Never mind that.
Ooh.
Now, if
See
you're
you guys
drinking
later.
while ice road trucking, are you technically on a boat?
Well, that's what Jeremy Clarkson argued. We will end with that. See everybody